Hey, Ronna,
What?
can you believe we just climbed to the top of that? Can you believe we did
No,
that?
it's crazy.
People, we just climbed up that to the top of that.
Angel's Landing.
It might be hard to believe, but my girlfriend, the one you see pictured here, walking up and down Angel's Landing, she was absolutely petrified of heights and probably still is. But she was still able to perform this hike. How, you might ask? Well, a lot of factors go into it. Let's take a look. The main thing Rhonda did, being that she was excruciatingly fearful of heights, was to focus on the chain and focus on her foot placement and virtually nothing else other than my voice kind of helping her along. The hike to Angel's Landing begins in the beautiful main canyon of Zion National Park. Here you can see the trail leading up to where we are now, hiking down, mind you, proof that we survived. Rather than hiking Angel's Landing when we first got to Zion National Park, we decided to acclimate to the altitude. The elevation is quite high there, but here we are on the valley floor, climbing boulders and whatnot, just kind of getting used to everything, getting our bodies feeling our surroundings, and having a good time. Now let's get back to Angel's Landing and the climb. Why you here, after all? Now, what do you see as you watch this video right here? Ronna going back down Angel's Landing. Well, you probably see, other than her and her technique, you probably see to the right of Angel's Landing, down there on the valley floor, on the canyon floor. That's the thing. I told Ronna, don't look down. It's a cliche for a reason. Notice my reassuring voice to Ronna. You stay right there, baby. Only hike with people that you trust. Part of what I mean about someone you trust is don't do this hike with someone who's going to peer pressure you or bully you into going to the top of Angel's Landing and having to use the chains in that section. You can rest here and let someone that you hike with go to the top here at Scouts Landing. Still an amazing hike. Another thing to be aware of is that even after the chain section begins, which leads you to the top of Angel's Landing, it's not continuous. There are places where there is no chain, as example right here. Ronna uses her hands and points of contact without the chain and does so safely. Check this section out. Yeah, short steps. Another important point I think I should make and that I stressed to Ronna is when we did this hike, here you can see Walter's Wiggles is what it's called. It's a series of switchbacks going to the top. Going down, I was more playful, but we took this up to the top very slowly so we didn't tax our bodies and be completely out of breath by the time we got to Angel's Landing. So take the hike slow. After Ronna and I celebrated our time at the top of Angel's Landing, here we're descending again. Notice how she's relaxed, but she's definitely got a good grip on things. She's controlling her center of gravity. She's well balanced. She's using short and sure steps. Okay, don't go anywhere. I know, but you want to just wait right there for a second?
Yeah, you want me to?
Thank you. I want you to. Good, clear communication. You can see here, it's really just a simple case of being careful with your feet and holding on to the chain and just being sure and redundant in your thinking and your actions to where you are sure about everything you do. It's obviously no time for being lackadaisical or just being careless. It's time to be serious. Enjoy it, but it's definitely a serious thing. A very interesting thing, 10 years ago when I was also extremely fearful of heights, I did this hike. But the high that I got from doing it, the confidence of overcoming my fears was substantial and still lives with me today. Ronna also got that same level of confidence in herself from doing this hike. If you do decide to do this hike, just remember you can stop at Scouts Landing. Don't be peer pressured into doing the chain section if you don't feel confident in doing it. And in your other hikes, while you're acclimating for this hike in the preceding days, kind of imagine, what if I was 2,000 feet up right now, and focus on your feet and see that it's not that difficult to put one foot after the other. Another thing to realize about this Angel's Landing hike is that it is very popular, and you will encounter others on the hike, on the chain section. Realize this is the same chain you use going up and coming down, so you need to work together with other people. Maybe sometimes backtrack to let someone pass, coming up or down, vice versa. You'll notice how we handle it here. Okay, you stay on the chain. And you can go ahead on the chain. Go down. Stay on the chain with 2 hands.
Thank you.
2 hands. Oh. Hey, either reach around him and hold with the chain before you let go. Take your time slow. My point is that my girlfriend Ronna is so sweet and so polite. I did not want her to defer to others and put herself at risk by moving away in a manner that would not be safe. So I basically took control of the situation, and I was kind of overprotective on the hike for good reason. I have a good girlfriend. Don't move. Come to a stopping point. That trip to Zion National Park was amazing. We did 7 days in a row of intense hiking, but somehow found a way to relax in ways that I hadn't since I was a child. I think one of the reasons that I was so relaxed on this trip, especially the last 3 days, was that we stayed inside the park at the Zion Lodge, both in cabins and also in a hotel room. The cabins were equipped with a cozy fireplace, and the hotel rooms had their added benefits of a bit more modern, but I enjoyed each for its own merits. But that the cabins definitely gave me a nostalgic feel for my youth. And this was just a great hike. I highly recommend doing Angel's Landing, and I will be putting out some other videos on our other hikes because, like I said, 7 days of intensive hiking, and each day brought us something new. We hiked in obscure places within the park. Believe it or not, there are places where you can disappear and not really see anybody else, but here, Angel's Landing, Zion National Park.